in a hospital room shows John Belushi as an old man laying in a bed with his eyes closed. Jan Hooks enters the room as a nurse and says, "Mr. Peters!" Belushi opens his eyes and says, "Yes, nurse?" Hooks, "Your wife is here to see you." Belushi, "Please, send her in." As Hooks exits, Gilda Radner, as an old lady with a cane, enters the room. Belushi, "Dearest Martha, it brings me such joy to see you here in my dying days." Radner, "Oh, Peter, I can't bear being home alone without you. I wish they'd let me stay with you all day, every day." Radner bends down and embraces Belushi before sitting in a chair next to the bed. Belushi, "Did you talk to the doctor?" Radner, "I did, darling, and he says that your health is getting worse by the day, and it won't be long now." Belushi holds Radner's hand and says, "As long as I have you by my side, I don't fear the inevitable." Radner, "Darling, I don't mean to be insensitive, but I was hoping we could talk about your will." Belushi, "What about my will?" Radner takes out a piece of paper from her purse and says, "Well, all the money you have in the bank, along with the house, your will says you're having it distributed to charity." Belushi, "Yeah, and what of it?" Radner, "Oh, come on, Peter. You can't just give all your money to charity." Belushi, "Why the hell not?" Radner, "What about me?" Belushi, "Oh, come on, Martha, you'll be okay. Besides, charity is very important." Radner, "Charity is not important. She's just some whore you met at the casino." Belushi, "Now, Martha, these days they prefer to be called sex workers." Radner, "Oh, whatever! How could you do this to me?" Belushi, "You know charity has always been there for me." Radner, "What are you talking about? I'm the one who's here with you right now." Denitra Vance's head pops up from under the covers by Belushi's crotch area. Vance, "Hi, Miss Peters." Radner, "Oh, hi, Charity. I didn't know you were here." Vance, "I'm just sucking down your husband before he died. And dead from the earth, we're not alive. It's Saturday Night Alive, starring John Belushi, Chris Farley, Phil Hartman, Jan Hooks, Norm MacDonald, Gilda Radner, Denitra Vance, and with many other special deceased contributors. Musical guest, Moonbin, and your host, Jerry Springer. Everybody, Jerry Springer. Applause, applause, applause. Springer, thank you for having me here. I was a broadcaster, journalist, actor, producer, lawyer, and politician. I served as the 56th mayor of Cincinnati from 1977 to 1978. However, I was probably best known for hosting the talk show Jerry Springer between September 1991 and July 2018. Applause, applause, applause. Springer. And I have to tell you, one advantage of now being deceased, I don't ever have to worry about doing that show ever again. 27 years was plenty. Behind Springer on the stage shows John Belushi as a hillbilly sitting in a chair. Springer looks behind him and says, "Okay, fine, one last time. Sir, what's your name?" Belushi, "Bo Cephas." Springer, "Okay, Bo Cephas, and what brings you on the show today?" Belushi, I think my cousin is cheating on me. Springer. Your cousin? So you're in a relationship with your own cousin? Belushi. Yeah, it's not like she's my sister or nothing. I dumped her years ago. Springer. Okay then, well let's bring out Bocephus' cousin, Marianne. Gilda Radner comes out dressed like white trash. Applause, applause, applause. Radner sits in the chair next to Belushi and says, "Hi, Jerry!" Springer. "Hello, Marianne. So I understand the reason you're on the show is because Bocephus here, your cousin, is concerned you're cheating on him. Is this true?" Radner. "Well, Jerry, what do you expect? I love my family." Springer. "And what do you mean by that?" Radner. "What I mean, Jerry, is I've been banging my own daddy." Belushi. "Wait, you're banging Uncle Rufus?" Radner. "That's right, only because I heard you got back with your sister, Debbie Lynn." Springer. "Folks, let's bring out Marianne's father and lover, Rufus, as well as Bocephus' sister and prior lover, Debbie Lynn." Chris Farley is Rufus, and Jan Hooks as Debbie Lynn come out. Farley. "You bleep, I'm gonna bleep you up." Radner gets up and attacks Hooks while yelling, "You two-bit whore!" Belushi gets up and attacks Farley while Radner and Hooks begin to pull at each other's hair. The crowd chants, "Jerry, Jerry, Jerry." Springer looks to his right and sees Norm Macdonald in a bald cap and asks, "Aren't you going to break up the fighting?" Macdonald. "Nope." As Belushi, Farley, Radner, and Hooks wrestle around on the floor and continue to attack each other, Springer turns around towards the audience and says, "Well, folks, I want to thank this show for making me feel like I'm back at home on my own show. And let me give a final thought. Death isn't the end, it's only the beginning. Because all that trash that was on my show, well, when they die, they have nowhere else to go but here. So even in the afterlife, be sure to take care of yourselves and each other. We have a great show tonight. South Korean musical artist Moonbin is here, so get ready for a bad idea. We'll be right back."